Da 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 da! Charge! Hello, everybody. This is your co-host Eric. This is season 1, episode 72. How did we make episodes past 69 without giggling ourselves to death? I have no idea. Of the Hate Napkin, where I am your co-host Eric, as I said. I'm joining you from the armpit of the devil's asshole, Columbia, South Carolina. We once and former had another co-host. We won't even name him anymore. He's been gone, dead and buried for so long. We'll never find the room. But we are joined by our sound engineer, Pauly from Bali, coming to you off the. He's raw miking it, folks, from somewhere in Southeast Asia today. Say hello to the boys and girls, Pauly.
Hello,
All right.
boys and girls.
Okay, do not give that man a bottle of baby oil. All right, we're also joined by our special guest, Paul Lind of the Center Square, Carla from
Burnt Korn, Alabama.
Can you tell
Sitting
us
on her
about
porch telling everybody to get off her damn lawn.
Oh, get off Carla's damn lawn. How is 2023 treating you so far, Carla?
Sucks.
Okay. And I'd like to remind both of our co-hosts we're actually doing a podcast, so more than monosyllables will help today.
Oh, do you want it in sign language?
Oh, yeah, sign language is another great method of communication in a podcast. For those of you joining us on YouTube or Vimeo or wherever else Pauly will post the show, but doesn't have some sort of a feud with big tech. Carla was giving me the old Avignon feathered finger. All righty. Let's see. I've got something for the Hate Napkin, which is a little refrigerator sensitive. So if it's all right with everybody, I might go first today.
Okay.
That would be silence is consent. Okay. So here's what I hate. We went way over the top in our first episode of 2023. I'm going to go a little under the top literally today. Here's what I can't stand, and for those of you joining on YouTube or some other video channel, here we go. I'm holding up a package of tzatziki sauce, but really this isn't, I'm not picking on this brand, I'm picking on the packaging method here. Here's what I don't understand. Like, get something, and it tends to be a dairy product or of some kind, but not necessarily. Pop off the lid, right? So I've taken off the lid, and I'm going to put my spoon in there and put it. No, because now there's another lid underneath the top lid, and I'm not sure what to do with. I mean, obviously, to get to the product, I have to pop this open, right? So now I've opened the second interior lid. But now I don't know what to do. I don't know what the purpose of this second covering peel back lid is. Presumably, if I take this off, something horrible will happen to my product. But it's also annoying because
tamper-proof.
What?
It's tamper-proof.
No, it's some sort of. Oh, it's tamper-proof.
Yeah. Okay, listen. When we called you Andy Rooney 2 episodes ago, it was a joke. You weren't supposed to you weren't supposed to do Andy Rooney the next.
Oh yeah, well, my whole life I always figured like this is some sort of a crisper or like freshener.
Did you ever wonder why when you get your tzatziki sauce, there's that oil lid on there?
So I really don't need this thing. I can just take this off.
Yeah, it's tamper-proof. It's so they don't put poison in there.
Half of my food is now prophylactic free. This is fantastic. I'm rough riding my fridge. Oh my God. That's fantastic. I've now taken off the tamper-proof lid. I figured you needed to keep that off for sort of freshness factor. Oh, I love tzatziki sauce, by the way. So now my tzatziki sauce, when I go straight from the lid. And I don't have to, there's no middle.
I think excessive packaging was like in episode 4. Okay, yeah. So we're now at episode what number?
This was not excessive packaging. This was I assumed that was a freshener lining. And the problem was that every time I would start to peel it back and put like a spoon in there, the liner would come back over the top. and it would just make a mess everywhere. But and I'm glad I stand corrected. It's just a tamper-proof lining that can be discarded. My life is. I'm glad I brought it up.
Well,
Do you ever see the TikToks where the teenagers go into the store and we'll open something up, like lick the ice cream?
I can't stand TikTok. It's just people being mean to each other.
I wish they would do that.
You mean like Twitter and Facebook?
Why can't they go in and open up a cap of antifreeze and take a sip and put it back? That would make much better.
Because there's no justice.
Well, I'll tell you what. So this turns out to be our first PSA of 2023. Folks, when you take home your product, it's okay to fully remove the tamper-proof liner and discard of it. So there you go, folks.
And you can cut the tag off your comforter legally and your pillow.
Okay.
Right.
I have something for the hate napkin.
Okay.
5 wipers.
What?
5 wipers. When you take a shit and you wipe once, and then you have to wipe a second time.
No,
we have to wipe a third time.
This.
We have not talked about 5 wipers.
Yes, we have. We called it. Yes, we have.
You talked about anal leakage, which is much different than a 5 wiper.
I swear we've talked about 5 wipers. That's okay.
Never.
We don't talk about poop enough. Leave them alone.
Yeah, okay.
I just feel like we going back to the wheelhouse here. You ever notice when you go to take a shit and then you wipe once and then you have to wipe again and then you wipe again and that's 2 and then the 3rd wipe and then you're on to a 4th and then a 5th wipe?
Okay, yeah, no, okay, that is annoying. I'll give you that. It's like, as Chris Pratt once said on Parks and Rec, it's like there's a magic marker stuck up your ass.
Well, when is it going to end? I mean, like, what? At what point do you give up and just decide to put your trousers back on and walk around with poop hanging out?
I have. Listen, this is again. If this show is anything, number one, it'd be for aliens who come by the solar system at some point and learn what humanity is all about here on the Hate Napkin, where we talk about real problems that you won't see in film, television, or even National Geographic documentaries. There is a perfect solution to the 5 wiper. I keep a package.
Not too many elephants have to wipe their ass 5 times on the National Geographic.
At least they have the tool to do it, though.
Oh, you see this elephant kind of scuttling with his ass on the savannah. I call it it's a 5 baobab tree wiper. A 5 trunker. He's gonna wipe his ass on 5 trunks to get it clean. No, there is a solution. Okay, you go as far as you can go with the TP. That's when you hit the baby wipes. And the baby wipes is the final swipe. You do a couple of swipes with the baby wipe.
Americans using baby wipes. Just take a shower or get a bidet. Get a bidet.
My house. Take a shower.
Install a bidet.
Why? What do you do? What a baby wipe is? I don't have to clean a baby wipe. I just throw it away.
Yeah, where do you think that baby wipe travels from? Have you followed? Where does the baby wipe go? Where does it go? All right, after you wipe your ass with the baby wipe, where does that baby wipe go? Tell me the next 5 locations it goes to. From 1 to 5, what's the traveling? How much distance does it travel, and where does it go?
My trash can, my neighbor's trash can, to the garbage dump that is Columbia.
And then where?
Earth. Into the earth.
That whole city's a garbage dump. They must send.
Why are you worried about it? Number one, it's biodegradable. It could be used as a bird nest.
When? How many years from now?
It's made out of fiber. It's textile.
And your shit. A bird doesn't want your shit.
He shits on my shit.
Fair enough.
I give him mine. It's the circle of life. By the way, there is a duck in my pond that every day flies up under my barbecue grill and shits on my grill.
I'm going to stop drinking bird's nest tea from this point onward. Just supposed to be good for health, but I am going to stop from this after this conversation.
Listen, I gave you a perfectly okay. If you don't like the bird wipe, then get a washcloth. I'm just telling you, something wet at the end is the solution to the 5 wiper.
Yeah, that's called
Like
a bidet. That's called a bidet.
Dog's tongue. After the 5th wipe, just put a little peanut butter on your asshole and call the pooch over and it's taken care of.
That is so wrong.
But
my
works.
question is, no, I have a question. Why don't you get a...
Me?
No, Paul.
Why don't I get a what?
You're talking
Why
about
don't you
bidets
get a
all the
bidet?
time.
I have a bidet.
A bidet?
I got a bidet.
What is this 5 wiper shit?
Well, I still end up with like sometimes a 2 wiper. So it reminded me of my horrible years in America where I'd have 5 wipers.
This is falsehood, false journalism.
No, the bidet.
The 5 wiper is fake news.
No, the water pressure of the bidet is very important. So you don't want too weak because then there's too much poop left and you'll have a 5 wiper. You don't want too strong because then it's a little gay. So it's kind of like the porridge. Like you want the right water pressure on your bidet.
So you're supposed to put porridge on your ass?
Only if you have a dog.
I always thought like crunchy peanut butter was best.
Okay, this is done. No more.
I think we should talk about this a little bit more. So, Carla,
No,
what do you do? What do you do when you have?
Carla made it in a poop in a.
Let's say you got a little dinkleberry hanging, and this dinkleberry just won't go away. What do you do with your dinkleberry?
Well, I take off my Walmart tube top and I use that. It usually solves the problem because, the only thing I love talking about more than poop is tube tops.
Once you manage
You
to
both
take off
deserve that.
all of the pressure released from the removal of the Walmart tube top, it sort of serves as a thrust to the dingleberry.
It must.
You get
Works every time.
I guess dinkleberries go in the hate napkin, and then it's someone else's turn. It's just dinkleberries.
Yeah, I'm definitely passing the hate baton to Carla, and hopefully she'll just carry the show the rest of the way.
Well, let me tell you what I hate. I hate the garbage man this week.
Okay.
In our city, when there's a holiday that falls on a Monday, as Christmas and New Year's did, our regular trash pickup day is one day later. But so on Wednesday morning, I went out and put my trash on the curb. And the garbage people picked up everybody else's trash and left mine.
Was Eric's wet baby wipe there too? Because apparently
I
just
couldn't tell you if he broke into my trash bag, but it was very windy here this week, and apparently it blew my trash bag out onto the street where it was hit by a car. Spilling trash all over everything. I got a visit from the Kansas City Police Department.
Oh my God.
Who came to my house and said, "Why is your trash all over the street?" And I said, probably because the trash people didn't pick it up. So they called the trash people, and the trash people said her trash wasn't out there. And I said, but I have a Ring doorbell cam that is time stamped that I will show you when I took my trash out. And they came into my lovely office, sat down right next to me, and watched me take my trash out, time stamped at 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning.
Oh
they watched later as the trash truck drove right by.
Nice. Oh my God. That is justice. That's the moment in life when you're always like, where's a cop when you need one? Or, this is it. This is why we have cameras. The invention of the camera.
Thank you. This episode is sponsored by Ring Doorbell.
And Google.
And Google. And no,
What?
I did not have to go pick up the trash. They had to close the boulevard in front of my street while the trash company came and picked up all the trash.
Brilliant.
And I was able to catch all that on my Ring doorbell as well. It was kind of glorious.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. But I'll tell you what, on top of that is the problem of, yes, when trash is late a day, but you're not sure. There's no way to, and you never do know. Maybe they'll come, or if they're a day late, they might not come till like midnight or 11 p.m.
What was the police officer's reaction when you showed the time-stamped video?
He just was like, oh. And I said, so without video evidence, you would have written me a ticket for littering.
Right.
And automatically taken the word of the city worker. Yeah. I said, yeah. And
you better go bust their chops. That's good.
Me a little bit. Somewhere there now sits body cam footage of this officer in your office watching your front door cam footage.
What's great is they just wanted to give you a hard time, and they've probably done less work on major murder investigations in that city.
Right. Exactly.
Oh yeah, but at my old job, we had a car stolen, and one of my guys ended up following it down the street into an apartment complex. When the guy was confronted, he runs into the apartment complex. We called the police, and they said, "Oh, well, we're not going to go check every apartment. You got your truck back with problem."
What?
How many apartments were in that building?
Listen, I've got to go hand out a bunch of tickets for people who've left their garbage out. I can't pursue this Grand Theft Auto. I don't have time for Grand Theft Auto. We have tickets for garbage to hand out.
That's right. And they wanted me to go dodge cars and trash to go pick it up, and I wasn't doing it.
The crime rate there in Burnt Korn seems to be escalating. I think somebody might have left the OxyContin unlocked at the local DQ.
Now,
I didn't want to end up at a restaurant and have a record for littering,
Now, are you afraid that this will escalate and you'll have further trash problems, or do you think the Ring bell cam will?
No, I think that the city has been put on notice that they're not going to get away with this at my house.
Yeah.
Don't ever, by the way, folks, don't ever try to pull the wool over Carla on any level. Which, if you're wondering, is why Pauly and I are still doing the show. I've got another one. As everybody knows, I've lost 70 pounds, doing lots of gym, making work, making my life better, health stuff. I'm spending 3 hours a day in the gym, but I go to one of these gyms where there are some lunkheads in there. There's guys where it's roided up, totally roided up dudes. They spend a lot of time in it. I mean, I don't know what they do other than shooting up steroids and being at the gym. I at least have some other things to take care of in my life, but I can't stand some of the attire. So it's the idea of the male tank top that's about 5 inches wide. I don't want to see your nipples when I'm at the gym. I mean, I already like the locker room. I got to watch you walk around naked and whatever. Just I wear a towel until I don't need to. I don't get the whole flaunting your helicoptering your wang. I don't get it. But in the actual gym public area where the machines are and all the weights are, I don't need to see your nipples. I don't need to see your side boob if you're a man. Just okay. I got pecs. We all got pecs. They're all in various states of pecking. There's a pecking order to the pecs. I don't need to see it.
Do they wear those real short shorts?
Oh my God. Yeah, there are a couple guys in there that wear like 1970s basketball shorts.
Well, here's a good thing. They take so many words. You don't have to worry about the Franken beans falling out because everything's shriveled.
Right.
Right?
I just don't want to see your side boobs as the man in the. I don't want. Let's just eliminate this. Just put a full shirt on, okay? Or just be brazen enough and wear no shirt. One of the two. Don't wear. Don't wear a tie.
If they wear a full shirt, people won't marvel at their physique.
Don't put on a 2-year-old's onesie at the gym. Let's just put it. I mean, somewhere out there's a naked 2-year-old. Oh my God. And I'm not even gonna get started on women's clothing. I mean, but it's the men's clothing. I don't whatever the women wear, I'm actually fine with. I don't care. I think you do get to a point where a pants can be too tight.
Well, it's a lot of spandex, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, even if you're an attractive woman, there's a point at which pants become too tight.
Yeah, just be naked. I mean, just wear no pants. If you want to show every crack, just wear no pants.
Yeah. I mean, it's
right.
I don't get it. I mean, even on an attractive woman, I don't get it. It's too much. I don't know.
What do you think of how's the camel toe at the gym? Is camel toe pretty good?
Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, there's dromedaries, Bactrians. There's
I see. So when the fat girls wear the leggings, it's a moose knuckle.
No, I think we call it a Walmart hoof. All I'm saying is, dudes, put on a full shirt. Don't need to see your nipples. That's all. That's it. I don't like male nippleage. It's just not something I'm into.
Do you like female nippleage?
Well, the spandex is tight enough that it's impossible to avoid. I mean, that. Anyways, I think I will have a string of things I hate about the gym in the coming months. It never ends. We did recently have a guy kicked out of the gym. Also, guys who cruise at the gym. But I used to work in a public library. I'm used to this. I mean, it's back to life. But the thing is, there's minors in the locker room, right? So guys who come to cruise at the gym, this is not cool. And I participated in the booting out of one guy. I mean, I got this one guy kicked out because it was just creepy. He spends an hour and a half in the locker room. Just and everybody, listen. If you're an adult, man, whatever. It's the world. It is what it is. There's a dude sitting there waiting.
Right. I will find a new gym. It's not a big deal. I forgive you. It's over. Let's not bring it up on the show. Okay.
But the problem is, like, okay, if you want to cruise, that's fine. But there are minors there. Which, by the way, that actually brings up a problem. There are minors at the gym in the locker room, and they're not attended by guardians. This is a problem to me. Like, not in the gym itself, but in the locker room.
How old are they?
There's a high school next to the gym, so varying from probably 14 to 17. And Now the gym says no unaccompanied minors under the age of 16 are allowed, but which that gets violated all the time. I mean, not that kind of um but you still have 16 and 17-year-olds. This is a problem. So you have minors in a locker room with a bunch of naked adults. And then you have guys cruising at the same time. This is kind of a Joe Paterno way to happen, probably nationwide in some of these gym chains. It's just it kind of has me concerned. I'm not, I'm one of those kind of guardian. I guess
I don't think it's that big of a deal if they have a ring cam, or a
A ring cam in the locker room. That's good.
Front door cam. Yeah, I think the camera room in the locker room, cameras in the locker room may present itself as an insurance issue. I don't know. Anyways, in the coming days, we will pursue.
I don't know. I remember being at the pool as a kid, and it was similar. Like you were in a shared I was a kid and shared showers, locker rooms,
Right.
public space. I mean, nothing bad happened that I remember that I haven't suppressed for 20
That
years.
stuff happened to you at home.
I mean,
For you, the public pool was like a solid. Oh, finally, I'm around the pedophiles I don't know.
that's what we need is a pedo ring. Wait, that doesn't sound good. But
A pedo ring camera.
I think you can get those sometimes in a box of cereal. You can get your pedo ring.
I think in the Boy Scouts it was the
pay for it
pedo
with
badge.
Venmo.
I think it was a badge,
Please
not
tell
a
me
ring.
please tell me we're out of time. Well, folks, we went from Carla's garbage.
And we're
Carla's
brought to you by Johnson & Johnson's baby oil. Johnson & Johnson's when you
And if you
need
and if
to
you,
prevent chafing at the gym, Johnson & Johnson's
and if you
baby
get
oil.
all the Johnsons and Johnsons.
When you see more than one Johnson, it's Johnson & Johnson's.
Season 1, episode 72 is brought to you by Carla's Garbage, Paul's 5 Wipers, and my Johnson at the gym.
And ring doorbell.
Yeah. Oh, ring bell. What is it called? What's the product?
Ring doorbell.
Ring doorbell cameras, folks. Next time you need to entrap your local garbage collectors.
There you go.
That is a great story.
Not to be confused with Arik's ring at the gym when he bends over. You can count the rings and you'll see how old he is, just like a tree log.
I've heard the rings around Uranus are blue, but
there's 13 rings around Uranus. Again, this show is over. We're just doing the same.
If you're joining us on YouTube, Carla the babysitter has got resting babysitter face. Okay, well, folks, in a non-proverbial sense, or in a very literal sense today, we did reach deep into the annals of hate.